guys. Today we're going to be talking about linear equations in algebraic format from 10th standard maths from Karnataka board. The other day I was talking to my brother and he's like, dude, I don't know how old I am. I'm like, what? How is that possible? All right, I'm going to help you figure out how old you are, but with the help of a riddle. So if you can solve the riddle, you can figure out how old you were. And in order to solve the riddle, let's move on to my board. Alright, so our riddle was something like this. 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were back then. And 3 years from now, I will be 3 times as old as you will be. In order for us to solve this riddle, first we have to consider our present ages as variables. Alright, so we start by taking my age as x, my brother's age as y. So now we will divide the riddle, this entire riddle, into 2 sections. The first part, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were back then. We considered this the past. So in the past, we create an equation for the riddle that we have. What am I saying? I'm saying 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were back then. 7 times ago, I was today I'm x years old, 7 years ago I was x minus 7 years old. If today my brother is y years old, 7 years ago he was y minus 7 years old. So, as per my riddle, at that point of time I was 7 times his age, which means my age back then, x minus 7, was 7 times his age back then, which is y minus 7. We are considering this equation 1. Now, we move on to the second part of the riddle, which says 3 years from now, I will be 3 times as old as you will be. 3 years from now, I will be x plus 3 years old, and my brother will be y plus 3 years old. And I will be 3 times as old as he will be at that point of time. So, 3 years from now, I will be x plus 3 years old, which will be 3 times as much as his age, which is y plus 3 years old. So we considered this equation 2. Now, all we have to do is simplify this equation and resolve the case. In the first equation, we have x minus 7 is equal to 7 times y minus 7. So in order for us to simplify, we're saying x minus 7 is equal to 7 times y minus 7 times minus 7, which is